Have you ever noticed that climbing a flight of stairs feels just a little harder than it did a year ago? Or maybe you found yourself taking deeper breaths after walking across the room, wondering when that little hill turned into a mountain. You're not alone, and you're not imagining it. As we get older, our bodies change in ways that aren't always obvious at first. But when it comes to your heart, those subtle shifts matter more than we often realize. Now, if you're over 65, chances are you've heard a doctor mention something about heart health. Maybe it was during your yearly checkup, or after a blood pressure reading that was just a bit higher than normal. Maybe you've even been told to watch your cholesterol or start moving more. But let's be honest, those tips can feel vague, like a reminder you hear and then tuck away without really knowing what to do next. That's where this conversation comes in. Today, we're going to talk heart-to-heart about 6 simple lifestyle changes that can have a big impact on your heart, especially after 65. These are the kinds of tweaks your doctor wishes you knew, but probably didn't have time to fully explain during that rushed appointment. And no, you don't need a gym membership, a juice cleanse, or a complete diet overhaul. Just small, doable shifts that add up to big protection for your most important muscle. So grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's start with something that might surprise you. It's not about food. It's not even about exercise. It's about something much simpler, how you start your day. The moment you wake up, your heart goes from a state of rest to activity. Think of it like turning on a car engine that's been sitting all night. If you slam on the gas pedal right away, that engine's going to strain. But if you warm it up gently, it runs smoother. Your heart's the same. One of the best things you can do for it is take the first 10 minutes of your morning slowly. Sit on the edge of the bed. Stretch your arms. Take a few deep breaths. Let your body wake up before jumping into the day. Why does this matter? Because most heart attacks in older adults happen in the morning, when blood pressure spikes and the heart is under sudden demand. Just those few peaceful minutes can reduce the strain on your cardiovascular system. Think of it as a morning gift to your heart, a daily reset button that costs nothing but gives so much in return. Now, let's talk about movement. Not the kind that involves running laps or lifting weights, although, if you enjoy that, more power to you. I'm talking about gentle, intentional movement woven into your day. The kind that feels more like living and less like exercising. Like walking to your mailbox, dancing in your kitchen, or doing light stretches during your favorite TV show. Here's something many people don't realize: sitting for long periods, even if you're active at other times, can increase your risk for heart disease. Your circulation slows down, your muscles weaken, and inflammation creeps in quietly over time. But the good news is, you can interrupt that pattern with something as simple as standing up every 30 to 45 minutes. Set a gentle timer if you need to. When it goes off, just get up, stretch your arms overhead, maybe march in place for a minute or two. Even better, find opportunities to build natural movement into your routines. Instead of calling someone to bring you something from the other room, go get it yourself. Water your plants one at a time rather than all at once. Sweep the porch. Put on some music and let your body sway with it. These moments may seem small, but they keep your blood flowing, your joints mobile, and your heart engaged. And don't underestimate the power of walking, especially after meals. A short stroll around your home or down the street after eating helps regulate blood sugar and reduces the pressure on your heart. It also clears your mind, which brings us to another tweak that's just as important as the physical ones: managing stress. Now I know, just relax is easier said than done, especially when life brings its usual worries, finances, family, health, or even just watching the evening news. But stress doesn't just make us feel tense. It has a direct, measurable impact on heart health. It raises blood pressure, stiffens arteries, and keeps your body in a constant fight-or-flight state that your heart was never designed to handle long-term. So what's the solution? It starts with awareness. Notice how your body reacts when you feel overwhelmed. Are your shoulders tight? Is your jaw clenched? Is your heart racing? Just pausing for a moment to check in can make a huge difference. From there, try building a daily habit of calm. This doesn't have to be anything formal. It might be 5 quiet minutes with your eyes closed. Or a cup of tea by the window with no phone, no distractions. It could be deep breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a few seconds, then exhale gently through your mouth. Another beautiful, often overlooked way to lower stress. Gratitude. Each day, think of one thing, just one, that you're thankful for. It could be a grandchild's laugh, the scent of your morning coffee, or even just the comfort of your favorite chair. That small shift in focus softens your nervous system and sends signals of safety to your heart. And speaking of signals, let's not forget about what your heart hears from the food you eat. We'll get deeper into that next, but for now, just think about this: every bite you take either helps your heart or taxes it. It's not about strict diets or giving up everything you love, it's about balance, and being mindful of what your plate looks like most days. So, we've talked about gentle mornings, the magic of small movements, and calming the stress that creeps into our minds and hearts. Each of these habits alone can help your heart work more efficiently and reduce your risk of disease. But together, they form a foundation, a rhythm, a new way of caring for yourself that honors where you are in life and where you want to go. Because let's be honest, life after 65 isn't about slowing down. It's about living smarter, wiser, stronger in the ways that count. Now, if you're still with me, and I hope you are, there's more to explore. Some of the most powerful heart-friendly habits are still ahead, and they're just as doable as the ones we've talked about. Now that you've started your day gently, added some movement, and made space for calm, let's talk about something that's right in front of you, your plate. Food isn't just fuel. It's communication. Every meal sends a message to your body. Some foods whisper peace and healing to your heart, while others shout inflammation and stress. And the tricky part? The ones doing the most damage often come disguised as convenience or comfort. But don't worry, you don't need to toss out your favorite recipes or live on salads. It's not about cutting everything out, it's about leaning into better choices, one bite at a time. Let's start with something simple: fiber. You've probably heard of fiber as the thing that keeps you regular, but here's what your doctor may not have had time to explain: fiber is a powerful ally for your heart. It helps clear out the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries and leads to heart attacks. And the best part? You can get more of it without making dramatic changes. Just try switching out white bread for whole grain, or starting your day with a bowl of oats topped with a handful of berries. Legumes like lentils, black beans, and chickpeas are also fiber champions. Add them to soups or mix them into salads. You'll be surprised how satisfying and filling they are, and your heart will thank you with every beat. Even small additions like sprinkling flaxseed on yogurt or tossing in a handful of walnuts to a snack plate can do wonders. Speaking of fats, let's clear up a common confusion. Not all fat is bad. In fact, your heart needs healthy fats to thrive. The key is choosing the right ones. Avocados, olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon or mackerel are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and stabilize heart rhythms. These aren't trendy health foods. They're real, practical tools to help your body stay balanced. Try drizzling a little olive oil on steamed veggies instead of butter. Or enjoy a few slices of avocado with eggs. Even just having fish once or twice a week can shift your heart's health in the right direction. These aren't hard changes, they're simply thoughtful swaps. But of course, food isn't just about nutrients. It's also tied to memories, routines, and even emotions. That's why restrictive diets rarely work in the long run. They feel like punishment. What works better is adding good things in, gradually, enjoyably, until they start to crowd out the less helpful ones. Think of it like watering a garden. With care, the healthy stuff grows stronger, and the weeds get pushed aside naturally. And while we're on the subject of routines, there's another lifestyle tweak that flies under the radar but has a surprisingly strong connection to heart health: your sleep. Yes, sleep. It's not just about resting your body. It's the time when your heart gets a chance to repair and regulate itself. But as we age, sleep can become more fragile. Maybe you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason, or struggling to fall asleep even though you're tired. It's frustrating, I know. But here's the thing, improving your sleep doesn't mean chasing 8 perfect hours. It means supporting your natural rhythms. Start by keeping a gentle routine. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same times each day, even on weekends. This helps your internal clock know when it's time to wind down. In the evening, dim the lights. Turn off the TV or tablet an hour before bed if you can. Swap scrolling for something soothing, a short book, soft music, or even just sitting in stillness. Also, think about your room. Is it cool, dark, and quiet? Sometimes, a small fan or a pair of earplugs can make all the difference. And watch the caffeine. Cutting off coffee or tea after lunchtime can help your body slow down naturally by the evening. Here's something most people don't know. Poor sleep increases your risk of high blood pressure, weight gain, and inflammation, all things that strain your heart. So, getting quality rest is not lazy. It's not optional. It's smart. It's strategic. And your heart works better because of it. Now, let's shift gears just a little. There's one more lifestyle tweak that might surprise you, but it's powerful, and it doesn't require any special equipment, ingredients, or instructions. It's connection. Not Wi-Fi, not the kind you need to charge, but real, human connection. The kind that makes you laugh, feel seen, and remember that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Loneliness is more than a feeling. It's a biological stressor. Studies show that chronic loneliness can increase your risk of heart disease just as much as smoking or obesity. And unfortunately, it becomes more common after 65, when retirement, loss of loved ones, or changes in routine can make it harder to stay connected. But connection doesn't have to mean a house full of guests or daily social events. It can be as simple as calling a friend, chatting with a neighbor, or even writing a letter to someone you haven't heard from in a while. Technology can be a beautiful bridge, too. A quick video call with your grandchild or a group chat with old coworkers can lift your spirits more than you realize. If getting out is difficult, consider joining a local group or community program that meets regularly. Libraries, churches, senior centers, many have events or activities just for people like you. The goal isn't to be constantly social, it's to have meaningful touchpoints that remind you that you matter, that your presence brings something unique to someone else's day. These moments of connection calm your nervous system, lower your blood pressure, and boost those feel-good hormones that protect your heart in quiet, invisible ways. And best of all, they bring joy. Real, satisfying, belly-laughing, heart-softening joy. So far, we've talked about the food you eat, the rest you give your body, and the people you share your life with. Each of these habits adds strength to your heart, not just physically, but emotionally. They help you feel energized, balanced, and connected. And if it ever feels like too much to change, just remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Even one small shift, a walk after lunch, an earlier bedtime, a phone call to an old friend, can move the needle. Your heart responds to every bit of care you give it, no matter how late you start or how gently you go.